here on IceTime.TV in the Ice Arena Wales rink shop with Devils player coach Andrew Lord. And Andrew, we sometimes joke off camera what we're going to fill the interview with to give the fans some new content. We've got a couple of things to talk about this week.
Absolutely.
I guess we'll start with signing news.
Yeah, everyone will be more than happy, I'm sure. Joe Haddad is back as a Cardiff Devil.
How impressed were you with how he stepped up last year in terms of his performances, being a team leader? Just for you, I guess that secondary scoring line along with Ulmer and Asselin was key to that title run-in.
Yeah, I mean, he was incredible. I think start of the year he was solid, and then I think probably, I'm not exactly sure, but around the 15 or 20 game mark, all of a sudden it just all clicked and everything came together. We'd seen a lot of glimpses of it over the first couple seasons, and even when we recruited him, even when I played with him, however long ago it was, his first professional season, we knew it was there. We just, we both wanted it to be a bit more consistent. And he's, tackled areas of his game that he needed to get a little bit better at. He's tackled the mental side of the game much better, and he's matured as a guy. And it all came together this season. We were very fortunate to have that. And I think the exciting thing is now that he's had this sort of breakout year, I think it's only going to get better and better. And I really feel the best is yet to come. I think this is only a glimpse of what this guy can do.
Along with Joey Martin, this is going to be his fourth season in Cardiff. I suppose it gives a little bit of stability the Elite League perhaps hasn't had in past years. Does it also make it easier in terms of players buying into the project when they're starting to make their lives here? Yeah,
absolutely. There's that buy-in to the organization, the culture. There's probably all starting to feel a little bit Welsh. I know I am, and that all plays a part in how much passion you put into things or on the ice, excuse me. And that core group is absolutely critical. I think if you look at any NHL team that's had real success, it starts with that core group, and it does take learning lessons, which we've been through, and we're just so much better for that now. And I think you can see some of the other teams look like they're starting to go that way as well the last year or two, and I think it does. On the overall league side of things, it is good. It shows stability. It shows that guys enjoy it here. They like the style of play. Obviously they're getting treated well, and it's a testament to our organization as well as the league.
In terms of Haddad, we make fun of him a little bit sometimes on the interviews, but he is a great guy in the room. He's a chirpy guy. He's an interesting guy. So in terms of the dynamic off the ice, he's also an important re-signing.
Huge, yeah. His character, for those of our fans that know him, they get a bit of a glimpse of it, and I'm sure it's just fun. It's fun to be around that guy. He's a world of energy day in and day out. He's a unique guy, very, very unique. I think he should probably have his own TV show or something. But you love that. And when it's time to work, he's right up there with the Mark Richardsons and Joey Martins as far as work ethic and attention to detail. So he really is the total package.
I saw a post on the Inferno the other day that the IceTime.TV guys aren't spreading enough rumours and keeping the fans entertained. There was one particular rumour spread at the CHL draw. Do you want to quash that and we can help our fans with that?
I was going to hope to run with that one for a bit. That's an exciting one. No, we haven't signed either of the Stewarts.
Okay. There we go, sorted. The Devils, of course, did lose one player this week, someone who has been a great servant for 2 years and played an important role in winning 3 trophies this year. Maybe, one of the best snipers the Elite League has seen in Guy Doucette.
Yeah, incredible guy, incredible player, and it's unfortunate. It's one of those things where, we were really looking to and wanting to bring him back. But at the same time, with the makeup of our team, especially this past season, it was unfortunate. He just fell into the wrong area, and that's a bit on me. And choices we made in the off season, and just also how things play out. Guys like Joey Haddad stepping up, where in the off season we probably looked at him as maybe a little bit further down the lineup, and all those things factor in. What hands guys shoot, where guys are on lines, and all of a sudden, come January on, we had pretty much 2 lines very set there that were playing well and contributing offensively, and he found himself in a tough spot. And I'm excited for him. I think on a personal note, very close friend of mine, I feel, and it was very tough. But I think he's going to do amazing there. He'll be back to scoring goals. He'll be a top-line guy, and you know, at the same time, I'm a bit jealous that Milton Keynes grabbed, because I know it's a heck of a pickup.
Talking about that, the market was maybe a little slow for the first few weeks of the off-season, but it started to pick up maybe the last week, 10 days, and even the new, well, they're not expansion clubs, but the new teams of the league, picking up some big names. Doucette in Milton Keynes, Ratchet going in at Guildford, Ben Davis there as well. Looks like the league's getting stronger.
Yeah, I think, you know, it typically is a little bit slow. Teams deal with the Brits and whatnot early on, and then once you get a feel for the market, you start pulling the trigger on some stuff, and I think that's what we're seeing here, and it's exciting. I think it just starts to build, and I'm sure the next month or so will really get a lot more lively. And yeah, both those teams, they're doing things right, it looks like, and it's unbelievable for the league, and you know, the rest of us got to ramp our game up even more now.
Well, the Devils certainly did ramp their game up last year and, of course, finished as league champions. That gives you the honour of going into the CHL, and you had a little trip away this week to view the draw. Useful trip in terms of making contacts, and how do you view it in terms of playing three great names in Davos, Liberec and Vaxo? And we have practiced that this morning.
You nailed it, John.
Yeah.
You did it. Yeah. I'm glad you had to say the names, not me. But CHL trip, unbelievable. Got to go watch quite a few games, got to see some of the different countries, got to see the atmosphere in that rink. Cologne and the IHF did a heck of a job putting that on. And then the CHL draw was incredible. Todd and I were like a little couple kids in there, honestly. It was unbelievable to be around some of those GMs and coaches and some of those teams with such a great history, and it's going to be exciting. I can't wait. I know our fan base is pumped. All three of these teams are going to be a very tough test, and I know, you know, as an organization, it's going to be a great challenge, but we're going to learn a ton. And on a personal level, I feel like this is the next stage for myself as a coach to learn from these other countries, and all in all, it's going to be unbelievable.
In terms of your next stage, you're absolutely right. Everybody's pumped. I'm pumped. I hope Todd's going to fly the IceTime.TV team out. No hints him there. But I guess in terms of your coaching development, you face a new challenge every year. Have you got any thoughts at the moment how to avoid that European hangover that maybe affects teams that, you know, Nottingham experienced this year after their fantastic achievement? You have got this buzz now. Everyone in the Cardiff Devils is looking forward to it. But of course, you still want to retain those domestic prizes. Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I'm not even worried about it. We saw the preseason this past year playing against the KHL, how great that was for our coaching staff, our players. It just gets you playing at such a higher level, gives you great ideas, gives you a great visual aid of like what kind of details we need to play with, and I think that was huge for our group, and I'm sure that's going to be the same way this time. And you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to, like, why not enjoy it? Some of us are going to be playing at the highest level we probably ever played at, playing a few of these teams, and it's going to be great experiencing these other cultures, and I know we're going to have an awesome traveling support. So, you know, it's just going to be an awesome experience, and it'll be a great way to start the year.
When you're looking at recruitment right now, you know, you're building for the Elite League, but in terms of CHL as well, are you looking for guys who, you know, they can all skate, their stick details, defensive details are good. Everyone on those four lines needs to be able to play sound defensive hockey.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the style's a little bit different from our league, but I will say our league in the last year or two has really transitioned a little bit more European. I think back to the first year I was in the league, it was very, very North American. It still is heavily that way, but we've seen a lot more, you know, European players come over that can really skate, that really possess the puck well. Teams playing a little bit more of a, you know, passive style and transitioning, you know, very, very quickly, which is a lot of what European hockey is all about. And, you know, I'm not going to reveal too much, but it'll be a nice mix, I think, as far as the style we play. I love that we play, you know, a physical, in-your-face, up-tempo style of hockey, but I'm also well aware, you know, of the skill sets that we had this past season, and that was also a learning curve, how to play with the puck more, and I thought as the season went on last season, we did a much better job of that, and I see that continuing this upcoming year.
You're going to hate this question, but I'm going to nip it in the bud early season because the talk will start on social media and the forums. Andrew Lord, the player, you know, we speak off camera. I think you're still a top six forward in this league, but people talk about the coaching situation. Is Andrew Lord looking to play top six? Is he looking to go down the lineup? Is he looking to be on the bench as the spare import. What are your thoughts right now?
You know what's been nice is once winning the league title, everyone just left me alone on
Yeah,
this
I know.
one. Where last summer when we lost out, it was the big topic. I couldn't walk 10 feet without getting bugged that question. So it's been good up until now. But no, you know, we've reviewed it. Body's feeling good. Still excited when I play, even though it is, you know, the dual role. And I think our group, you know, understands it is a bit of a tricky situation having a player coach, but the guys deal with it well, and I see that continuing. As far as, you know, where that is in the lineup, a lot of that'll have to do with recruiting. I don't see myself as a first-line hockey player in this league anymore, far from it, but, you know, it'll depend a lot on, you know, who we find, the right hands, the right shots, getting that chemistry on lines, and yeah, we got a good blueprint in place, and you guys will get to see it come September.
And I guess just finally, the Mark Richardson re-signing, I think, slipped a little bit under the radar because he was on a multi-year and it got put on the website. But, you know, we speak about him, but it still doesn't do him justice. He is just a top-notch performer, Mr. Consistent, and very lucky to have him here in Cardiff.
Yeah, I love that we just we didn't announce it. I think it just sums up Richie perfectly. He just goes about his business. No one really notices him. And then all of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute, he's one of the best D-men in the league, and he's British, unbelievable. I think the league needs to start marketing that guy as far as a British player that does everything unbelievably. He outworks the majority of our imports day in and day out. His focus level, his attention to detail, his nutrition, on and on and on. That guy is the ultimate pro, and if you look at where even in the last 4 years his game has come from, it's remarkable, and it just shows, you know, if you're a young Brit, I guess that would be the plug to follow that guy and see what he's done, because if more Brits, you know, go that way with their game and their attention to detail and their work ethic, I think there'll be more and more unbelievable British players in the league.
Hear, hear. Andrew, I think I've bugged you enough for today. As ever, thanks for joining us on IceTime TV.
You got it, thanks.